And welcome back to the Crypto Hulk Show. Got a great show lined up. And those of you who found out the secret crypto and the secret stock, I accidentally, I guess, posted it for everyone at first. I was on my phone and I hit 2024 crypto explosion. The thing didn't do it. And then I go upstairs to settle down because it's the end of my day. I look on my comments. I'm like, fuck, how do they know about that? And I'm like, shit. So I go down to my computer and tried to hide the actual crypto and deleted people's comments mentioning what crypto it was and the stock. So if you got early access to it, you got lucky. I want to make sure it never happens again. And I had one person sign up under the $500 level. Kind of shocked. If you know who that is, and that's you, you'll have to contact me. So right now, Delgado, Fort Delgado 08. If you're out there, you'll have to contact me on one of my social media. I have, and then what we'll do is you'll get the names of any crypto investment type stuff before the 2024 crypto explosion group. I'll have to do it like that. I'll kind of stall it. And then eventually it ends up free on the channel, but you'll have to find on my social media. Probably it's best to go to my Twitter. Let me look here. It's at and then CryptoHulk19. The C and the H. The C for crypto is capital. The H for Hulk is capital. It's all one word. The other letters are lowercase. At CryptoHulk19. Go ahead and contact me. And we'll go ahead and get started with that. But yeah, so this is very interesting. Let me start off with a disclaimer. We'll get right into it. Some of you are kind of like, so as I told you, as we get close to crypto taking off, there's going to be a lot of action that's going to happen. And I want to reward those people that support this channel. Because look, YouTube has cut down my viewership from 1.3 million people a month down to 653,000. So Crypto Hulk's is trying to figure out ways to make up monetary wise. When I lose over 50% of my viewership, kind of cuts into the finances. So I'm going to have to fundraise another way. And I'm doing that with trying to come up with ways to help make you rich and myself some money here. So I think it's like a win where everybody walks away. I walk away with some more money that YT took from me. I walk away with 50%. And you can walk away with knowing that you got the best crypto channel. And some of you, just last night, I got a text. Someone's like, I just made 20% profit. So someone followed the crypto that I put in there and made 20%. Now, if you know anything about finances, in a whole year, if you make 15 or 20%, that's really good on investment, right? You just made that within an hour, within 30 minutes. You watch my show. I accidentally put the crypto in that I wasn't supposed to put. Somebody made 20% and told me in a message, I just made 20% profit. I'm like, fuck. So you just made a whole year's worth of profit in about 30 minutes. That's how it works. Now, if you time it right. So some people are like, well, I don't know. On $10, I just showed you how to make thousands. Hey, you figure it out yourself. But I know that YT is taking half of my business. So I figured out this. I'll help you make a whole year's profit in an hour. Get a membership. Now, some of you That one person decided to get the $500 membership. So what I'm going to have to do now, I didn't really plan on people joining at that price rate. The $500 people will find out, and then I'll have to stagger it like maybe 3 hours or something like that, and then do the $10 people, then go to sleep that night, wake up, and then do the show and give it out for free. So if you're one of those people that maybe you've got a lot of money, like $100 grand, and you put $100 grand into something, you just made $20,000 in 3 hours, in 30 minutes. And then you pull your money back out, you just made 20 grand in 30 minutes, all legal. So anyhow, my name is Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about investing. I don't know anything about crypto. This show is a total lie. It's designed to get you financially destroyed. Before every show, I snort cocaine, inject heroin, pop a handful of roofies, like 50 of them. If I start feeling like I'm getting a little down, I snort some methamphetamine or something like that. Really great decision. And drink about 2 gallons of vodka before every show. And there you go. Now, if you're seeing my program and you're broke as hell and you don't have any money, that's okay. Make a comment in the top chat after the show. Make a comment. Save this video to your favorites. All these things are important to do. Share this video with as many people as you can. Share it to your own email. And lastly, make a 8-video playlist and let it play. And I want you to just sit there and watch the whole thing. Now, if the phone rings and you happen to get up, use this to mute the volume. Don't use your mouse with the YT, because they know if you mute it and walk away, they know. I get notified. Trust me, that's what happens. I'll get a notification. We have noticed peculiar or unusual activity, fake viewership, whatever the email is, I get it. So don't do it. But if your phone call rings, use your keyboard to hit the volume mute button. Now, I want you to watch the whole video. I'm instructing you to watch the whole video because I know this thing is recorded. And I know AI is reading this. So I want you to watch all the commercials and all the video and stuff like that. So just don't hit a mute button on your keyboard and walk away for 8 hours. My intention is to have you watch the whole thing. Okay. Blue Adept, thanks for the tax-free donation. Thank you very much for that. Says, just because you're awesome. And I can't read all the membership upgrades today. That there was just way too many. Now we're going to get into this. Okay, so I'm not telling anybody to invest in this. I don't want you to invest. Don't even spend any money on this shit, okay? I'm going to show you a brand new crypto that I found. And I'm going to show you a stock you can buy in the stock market. The price used to be like $1.30, where anybody can afford it, really. Who can't afford $1.30 for a stock? And I'm going to show you why I'm talking about this stock, because it does have crypto connections to it. We'll get into that in a little bit here. Will E. Ski says, yo, Hulk, your dedication is absolutely insane. And your track record is professional enough for me to follow your advice. Thanks, bro. Here's another commission fee and tax-free. That's what we like here on Crypto Hulk Show, is tax-free donations. Yeah, this one dude told me I just made 20%. So he bought it and then flipped it immediately. He made 20%, flipped out of it, and just, hey, look, whatever you do, I don't give a fuck, man. If you make money, break me off, so tax-free donation. If you lost money, wait for the next one. You didn't time it right. But don't buy anything on the show, okay? Flying Hellfish 7 sent one Crypto Halt gift membership to Melt 725 got a message from Flying _ H3 something Hellfish. Okay. Yeah, you have to upgrade on a desktop computer. The phone version doesn't have the upgrade button. Daniel Canedo's like, just snorted an 8-ball. Drank a pint of tequila and popped a handful of Percocets. I'm ready. Oh shit, it's too much. Okay. Okay, I got to focus here. Because some of you guys don't know what the crypto was. Alrighty then. Let me look here. We have an article. Somebody sent me this. Copy and paste. Right here. Here's the article. The crypto that some of you might want to buy is I, like the letter I, and then X for X-ray and S for Sam. IXS. This article was published in Medium, February 2025. IXS, the complete real-world asset ecosystem solution developed by industry experts. And let me tell you, there's a lot of experts working on this crypto project, okay? Real-world asset season, you've heard of like IPO season, but this is real-world asset season. Look, I'm just going to tell you right now. Cryptos in the future are going to have to be backed. No, look, I'm just telling you something. I told you 5 years ago, Bitcoin and Ethereum were horse shit. And all they're doing is they're selling it as a hot fudge sundae. So you get a pile of horse shit. Imagine this. Get some chocolate syrup. Just kind of put a little bit on top. Get some whipped cream. And then there's your shit sundae. That's Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, nobody else would be saying this for the past 5 years because they're afraid of either the haters or getting banned or whatever. I've been through so much shit. I just don't fucking care anymore. I'm at a point where it's just zero fucks given. I don't care. All the bad shit, like it's not just YT that's a shit platform. It's all of them. They hide the truth so much. They don't want you to know this. That's why I show you these little crypto things. So hopefully you guys get rich. I'm trying as much as I can to show you this, and here's that. Try different things. One of them's got to work. I don't know, if you throw enough stuff at the wall, one of them's got to stick. And this one right here is interesting because it has so many connections. I'm going to show you on another page. I'm going to do a screenshot later. I'm going to show you all the connections, and I'm like, holy shit. How does this thing have so many connections? Now, some people might call this crypto a scam. You know what? I don't know. I'm just going to show you the evidence here. Hey, I know that one guy that made 20% in 30 minutes, he may call this a scam, but he just made 20%. You know, it's kind of like that, right? If you get in early before everybody else, maybe this project's legit. Maybe it's a total shit coin. I don't know, but I know that some people are making money off it right now. Maybe it's a great project. I don't know. I don't care. Maybe it's a shitty project. I don't know. I don't care. But from what I see, it looks pretty good. And if I'm proved wrong later, then oh well. I've done my best to look at it, and I am a person and I make mistakes. So that's life. Don't invest in this if you can't afford to lose all your money. Okay? Pretty simple. Put on your big boy pants and quit bitching about it. Get in, get out, make money. Stay in, hodl. I don't fucking care what you do. If you're afraid of losing money, don't watch this fucking show. Go watch some other fucking channel where they don't teach you shit, and you go to some kind of private group and you talk about all kinds of ghost stories and shit. I don't fucking care. Real world asset season looks to be on the horizon, and everyone is looking to get positioned in something that can ride the hype. Lately, you might have seen people talking about IXS. What exactly is it? Now, I underlined some stuff. If you look at, scroll down to where it says, what does IXS do? Doing real world assets isn't easy. It isn't as straightforward or simple as doing crypto. There's issues. When it comes to listing and trading real world assets, the big exchanges are only going to be interested in listing real world assets / security tokens with large volume and interest that will bring in a lot of money in fees. However, if everything's going to get tokenized, in order to get all the benefits of tokenization, what about all the rest? How can it happen? And where does the trading liquidity come from? And even if they did manage to list on a compliant exchange, there would be no market makers willing to give it liquidity. That same problem existed in crypto tokens before real-world assets. Before Uniswap, crypto was mostly central exchange based. The DEX or the DEX that did exist, the decentralized exchange stuff, had liquidity issues. The number of buyers and sellers on the order books was small. Trades couldn't execute efficiently, leading to long wait times, high spreads, and a lack of market depth, making it hard for users to trade at the desired price. Uniswap solved this for crypto through the introduction of automated market makers. And technically, Ripple had this already in 2013. It was called the XMM. I'm the only person on the internet talking about that. And they did this with China. So this article's incorrect in that respect. Uniswap solved this for the crypto through the introduction of automated market makers, creating liquidity pools and offering liquidity providers the incentive to supply these pools. This unlocked all the lower volume tokens and made them tradable, and crypto trading exploded in size. On top of this, how do entities go about tokenizing the assets? How do they trade it without going to jail or getting fined like has happened to exchanges or crypto companies over the years? Do they have to spend years gaining licenses, developing all the in-house expertise, legal knowledge, regulations, getting accredited, all of which is very different to the rules and regulations around trading crypto tokens? All of this is what IXS has been created for. IXS is an entire end-to-end tokenization ecosystem. Okay, so that's what this IXS is designed to be. An entire end-to-end tokenization ecosystem. Flying Hellfish sent one Crypto Hulk gift membership. Oh, I read that one off. It was Melt. Good old Melt. Got Richard Pierce. Welcome to the 2024 Crypto Explosion. And good old Ronnie Unger. Now, I'm going to do some screenshots. Actually, I'm going to do like a little video here. Let me get into my phone. Record this video. Okay, now I'm going to share this video. Let me load this thing. Now a video is being sent to you, being sent to the channel, so give it like a minute to load up. I'm going to start off. So what happened is I looked up the IXS, and it's from a company called InvestaX and another company called IXSwap. The primary crypto companies involved with the IXS token are InvestaX and IXSwap, which share the token as their native utility token to power the real-world asset tokenization and liquidity solutions. If you meant, okay, so now I'm going to start reading off the highlighted areas. I asked a question, and it's, are InvestaX and IXSwap using what cryptocurrency or blockchain companies to assist them? What I'm going to show you now are the technologies that these two companies are using to create the token IXS. The first one, Binance. Maybe you've heard of Binance. InvestaX, a Singapore-based Monetary Authority of Singapore licensed platform. This gives, okay, now this is massive because Ripple pretty much started off in Singapore, all right? And the reason I say that is because Ripple has the first exchange in Singapore. The gold, silver, and all these things. Ripple Singapore. And they've never had it anywhere else in the world. You know that? So Singapore, which is China, is all up in this with Hong Kong. But this whole Monetary Authority of Singapore stuff, this tells me, or it looks very legitimate to me, because number one, it's from Singapore. And that's where Ripple Singapore came out with everything. The crypto exchange, they didn't do that in the United States. Ripple has gold vaults and silver vaults with the Safe House, a company called the Safe House in Singapore. No other country that I'm aware of. So, or at least it started there. Binance Chain Technology is being involved. Binance provides a blockchain infrastructure for tokenizing and managing security token issued on InvestaX. Binance Chain's high throughput and low transaction costs make it suitable for scalable tokenization of assets. So this is very massive right there. Tezos. What does Tezos have to do with this? Tezos supports InvestaX's tokenization framework by offering a secure, energy-efficient blockchain. Tezos self-amending protocol ensures compliance, there you go, with evolving regulatory requirements, aligning with InvestaX's focus on regulated markets. Algorand, oh shit, that's a Ripple partner right there. Algorand's role in this is they facilitate token issuance and settlement on InvestaX, leveraging its fast, low-cost, and carbon-neutral blockchain. Algorand's focus on institutional-grade blockchain solutions complements InvestaX's work. Guess who's next on the list? Hedera, HBAR. Oh, shit, Crypto Hog. I'm going to buy this shit. Fuck. So we got Binance, Tezos, Algorand. Now, what is Hedera doing in this project? Hedera provides a distributed ledger technology platform for InvestaX to issue and manage tokenized assets, ensuring high-speed transactions and transparency. Hedera's enterprise-focused network supports InvestaX's goal of tokenizing institutional assets like bonds and funds. Who's next on the list, Crypto Hulk? That'll be XDC Network. Oh my God. See what I'm talking about? Hoo-wee. Coming in hot. XDC's involved in this. Oh, shit. You know, Crypto Hulk, I got to hand it to you. I appreciate this channel. Look, I'm telling you, I am trying my absolute best. If you're poor, I'm trying my best to make you rich, okay? It's not going to happen tomorrow, but I'm giving you the tools. You just got to wait. Don't fuck shit up. Just when you see, and I'm not saying this crypto is the one, but I do try my best and get whatever cryptos you think you need to get, and don't fucking don't do shit. Just lock them up and don't do nothing. It's when you start doing too much, you fuck shit up. Okay, Circle. Oh, shit. This IXS crypto integrates USD Circle, a leading stable coin, into Investa's platform for seamless fiat to crypto transactions and payments. USD Circle provides a stable, compliant medium for investors to participate in tokenized asset markets, reducing volatility. They're working with something called ComplyCube. Its role is to assist InvestaX with KYC, anti-money laundering, and all that. And it meets Monetary Authority of Singapore's stringent regulatory standards. Oh, man, this is so fucking awesome, Crypto Hulk. I'm telling you, they got connections after connections after connections. Polygon's mixed up in this. Polygon powers IX Swap's DeFi infrastructure. Just saying. Including its automated market makers and liquidity pools by providing a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. I think it's really Allbridge because Stellar has Allbridge, which helps Ethereum, Polygon, CeeLo, and shit. I'm just going to guess on this one. I don't have evidence to back it up. But I believe that Polygon is utilizing Stellar's technology with theirs to be scalable for Ethereum shit, okay? So that's just my guess on how Polygon is actually doing this. Next, Alliance Block. Alliance Block partners with IX Swap to enhance DeFi liquidity solutions and cross-chain interoperability. Alliance Block focus on bridging traditional finance, here we go, and DeFi. So what Alliance Block is doing is it's taking all the traditional old fogey people and their old technology and bridging it to the new crypto. Wow, I'm very shocked with this crypto right here. If all this is true, now I'm relying on Super Grok for all of this. So I'm kind of winging it, right? But at least I'm showing you that this is according to Super Grok. Maybe all this is wrong. But if it is wrong, it's Grok 3 and not me. So we got Titanium Technologies groups involved in this. They provide technological support for IX Swap tokenization and trading, including smart contract development. Atlas One Digital Securities. Atlas One collaborates with IX Swap to facilitate the issuance and trading of digital securities on a DEX, decentralized exchange. Atlas One's expertise in digital securities enhances IX Swap's ability to offer compliant tokenized. Now we got Ethereum. The Ethereum. Ethereum serves as the primary blockchain for IX Swap smart contracts and the IXS token and ERC20 token. So that's what IXS is an ERC20 token. Ethereum's robust smart contract functionality supports IX Swap's liquidity pools, staking, and governance features. Now, we have investors Who are some of the investors of this crypto halt? Coinbase, a leading crypto investment firm supporting the IXX ecosystem. Spartan Group, the Spartan Group, a blockchain and DeFi focused investment group. Then you got Token Bay Capital and Mulana, Mulana. Not like that movie from Disney, Moana or whatever the fuck. This is Mulana. So there's no cartoon figures here. This chain is interoperable. And the reason I say it says it's interoperable, and I'm telling you why, because it's my opinion. It's the Stellar All Bridge that I know at least Stellar's involved in this. And I'd like to think XRP as well. You got regulatory compliance here. And I say XRP is probably involved or used because you got Algorand and Hedera and the XDC network. So we know that comes from R3 or Corda, and they were early partners with Ripple. I still believe they're using Ripple Tech. So I will say that the XRP ledger and probably Stellar with Allbridge is used. And I'm going to say Axelar, since Ripple has worked with Axelar as a bridge. I'm going to say that the Ethereum bridge with Ripple is going to be Axelar, and the Stellar is involved in this through Allbridge to make Ethereum work. And that's the crypto right there. So there you have it. Let's take a little look here at the comments, and then we'll go to the stock. We'll talk about a stock. Up, we got Tammy Weber. Tammy Weber's like, thank you, Hulk. Well, that's what I do. I report information. And like I said, this is all from Grok. I haven't verified any of it. I mean, it makes sense from what I'm reading. I can see how I know Ethereum's not interoperable, but since I can see the key players involved in this, Algorand, Hedera, Ripple Partners, XDC, which used to be like a Ripple partner with their partners, R3. So that's where a bridge, because so I can see how all this works, but I haven't verified everything in this report. It's 100% Grok. So I did another Grok search and came up with similar results. So I'm just going to say that it is what it is. If it's a fake Grok, then but I pay him $30 a month for it. So and other people made money off it. So that doesn't mean it's valid or whatever, but just there you have it. So there's your first one and my disclaimer. So let me click out of that. Now we're going to the stock. This one is not a crypto. Now, I don't really get into stocks too much on this channel. Maybe it's something that'll change. But this one, you're going to want to know. This one you can probably get on Robinhood or something. I have no idea wherever you guys buy stocks at. Seals Q. So that's what we like. So here you have an article. The article is from Stock Titan. And you got to love this. Okay. Here's why this one is a wiener. Now, I'm not calling it a wiener. I'm using my Latin American accent and calling this one a wiener. That means, in English, that means winner, not wiener. But if you're from Latin America, this is a wiener. So I'm recommending a wiener. This is the only time. Hey, I'm telling you what. This is the only time I'm going to recommend you getting this wiener. Okay. Greg Kidd, whoo-wee, coming in hot. Wait till you see this. If you don't, okay, some people watch my show. They got enough crypto. They're cryptoed out and they're done. This one is for you. Maybe you're a skeptical person and you're only looking for like brick and mortar type businesses or whatever. Okay. This one's for you. Now, there's a guy named Greg Kidd, and he used to work at Ripple as like the chief risk officer or something like that. Greg Kidd was like, I think, one of the first 10 people in Ripple, XRP. This guy's connected. I'm going to tell you what, this is my opinion. I think Greg Kidd is really involved with the people that, like the 3-letter agencies. That's what I think. He just happens to be in all the right places at the right time. Not possible. So he knows somebody up there. He knows who made Bitcoin. Anyhow, Greg Kidd is a former government employee, and for all I know, he still is undercover. Okay. He's always involved in the most innovative projects, and he's like a multi-billionaire. This guy he knows to be at the right place at the right time with the right amount of money. Okay. He used to work for the Federal Reserve. The guy is connected. Okay. What he just did was took over a company that's going to go fucking ballistic. Greg Kidd always gets into companies when they're small and blows them out. Okay. This is why this stock right here was last night $1.35. Now I'm going to show you, I believe this stock that's $1.35 is going to hit like $100 to $150, maybe $200 within the next 6 months or less. So this is something, again, it's a stock. I don't plan on getting rich tomorrow, but I'm going to lay out my case. I want you to look at this and be like, you know what, Crypto Hulk? I think that's a pretty good investment. So, Greg Kidd is going to acquire the controlling interest in what's known as No Labs, KNOW, and then Labs, LABS, 2 words. Now, he's taking it over, and he's going to introduce a Bitcoin treasury strategy to this company as well. It's out of Seattle, this news. A technology innovator specialist. So what is No Labs? Now, if you want to find the ticker on it, it's KNW. So if you go to the New York Stock Exchange, or if you go to whatever, it's KNW, No Labs. Like you know something, No Labs, okay? Now, they're a technology innovator specializing in non-invasive health monitoring solutions. Today announced that it has entered an agreement with GoldenEye 1995 LLC. Now, I think that's one of Greg Kidd's LLCs. Yeah. It says here, GoldenEye 1995 LLC, an affiliate of fintech investor, entrepreneur, and former Ripple chief risk officer Greg Kidd. I'm telling you, this stock you're going to love. You're going to make 100x on this. Probably, I don't know when, but soon. To acquire a controlling interest in the company. Kidd will become the CEO and the chairman of the board of directors. He's basically taken over the company. Now, and they're going to have a Bitcoin treasury. He is putting in 1,000 Bitcoins dividing the sum of 1,000 Bitcoin and a cash to retire existing debt. So that's a lot of fucking money. I'll tell you, when Greg Kidd, he's getting into this. Now, I don't know if he's paying this 1,000 Bitcoin, but the company is getting it from somewhere. So I'm sure it's not appearing out of thin air. So Greg Kidd is dropping down the cash. He says, I'm thrilled to deploy a Bitcoin treasury strategy with the support of forward-looking organization like No Labs at a time when market and regulatory conditions are particularly favorable. Now, that's a lot of fucking Bitcoin. 1,000 of them? Son of a bitch. Now, remember, Greg Kidd just happens to be early to everything he does. So he's tied in. He's tied in somewhere. He knows shit before it's going to happen. Now, I want to show you. Let's go to what is No Labs. So let me show you their link. Let me do a copy and a paste. Yeah, Yanni rocks. Welcome to the 2024 crypto explosion. So here's No Labs. If you look at it, there's a video. It says, watch the Know You video. What this is it's non-invasive, continuous glucose monitoring. Now, if you know anything, we have a serious problem in the United States about blood sugar. That's why there's so many fat people. And diabetes, and on and on. Now, you've seen those little patch things where some people put on their arm and it pokes a hole into their skin and it measures their blood, right? This is revolutionary because now we don't have to poke a hole through the skin. They have a patented device where it just has to touch the skin, and you put some adhesive so it sticks, but there's nothing where it pokes the skin. Okay, that's what this is. It can identify blood sugar, oxygen, alcohol, drugs. It can check for drugs. So you could do a drug test on somebody and not have to draw blood. This is massive. Like, the cops could use it. Do you see how much of a value we haven't really? I'm not trying to sell this thing. This device has 100 applications. It can do 100 different things. It can check for 100 different things without, let's say you're DUI, right? Driving under the influence of whatever, drug stuff. You don't have to consent. They can just touch your skin with this thing and it can check it right there. No more drawing blood, no more pee in a cup. Do you see the potential for value in this project right here? Is why I'm showing you this. It has nothing to do with crypto just yet, except Greg Kidd. That's an understatement. Nothing to do with crypto. And he's like Mr. Crypto. Although this project, I believe, is involved with Solana, because Solana now has a device. Solana Crypto has a device that does something similar to this. And I think, I don't know for certain, but I think that Solana is mixed up in this particular one here, but I don't know for certain. So this is massive. I'll tell you what, every police department, every hospital, everybody's going to have this thing, because now all you do is you take the device, you put it against somebody's skin, they could be asleep, and then you get a blood count. You don't have to draw blood anymore. You know how tough it is if somebody's moving around or if it's a baby and shit, right? Trying to draw blood out of an infant, that's almost impossible because their little arms are like this tall, big, and their veins are... Okay, this thing does it. You put it against the skin, bam, blood check, done. This is fucking amazing, okay? Now, last night, I looked to see the price of No Labs. Oh shit, it just doubled. The price just did a 100%. From last night when I told you guys to buy it to right now, it went from $1.50, now it's $3. It went up 100%. That's why it pays to get a Crypto Hulk membership, because you'll find this shit out early. You'll be like, damn, that's the best fucking $10 I ever spent in my life. Now, people at the $500 level, you'll figure out immediately before the $10 people. So right now the stock price is showing $3, and it was $1.50. So if you were to got it last night, it was at $1.50. Now you just 100%ed your money. If you're a whale and you would have put 100 grand into the stock, right now you got $200,000 for watching Crypto Hulk show. And this thing, this thing hasn't even taken off yet. You're going to make so much fucking money on this thing. Now, there's a competitor to this. It's called Stello. Stello. Let me do a copy and a paste. Here is their competitor. You've all seen these. This is the competitor. It's called a Stello wearable glucose monitor. It's by Dexcom. So Stello, S-T-E-L-O, by Dexcom. It's a little round device. You stick it through your skin. It has an adhesive patch. So it's invasive. It goes through your skin. But you know what it does? It only measures glucose. Why is this other one better? Number one, you don't have to wear it. You could just touch it to your skin for a few seconds or whatever. Because now everybody's going to see you got this patch on your arm, right? With the needle sticking through it. This one is going to, I'm telling you what, last night it was $1.50. I'll tell you, I predict this thing to be $150 to $300 very soon. You get in at $1.50 and this shit's worth $300. If you're somebody who's a whale and you're watching right now, this is not a crypto. This isn't an illegitimate rug pull. This is a real fucking company with a real use case, measuring 100 different things in your blood without poking a hole in your skin. This shit's gonna fucking be the future. Hospitals can come up. You got a sick baby. You don't want to draw blood. You put this device on the baby's skin and it measures the blood right there with 100 different types of drugs or whatever. It can measure 100 different things that might be wrong with the baby. Tell me this thing ain't going to go. Maybe it goes to $500 or $1,000. I mean, shit, you know. You watch Crypto Hulk show, you never know what I'll be able to find for you, okay? Now, if you want to know the price of their competitor, it's Dexcom, D-E-X-C-O-M. That's the competitor to this. Let me show you how much Dexcom is worth. And Dexcom is the old school. Dexcom is worth $85. Okay, so we have a patch device that has a pin in it where it pokes your skin and measures your blood, and it only checks for one thing. That's $85. How much you think it's going to cost when this other device, you don't have to wear it on your arm. You can take it off and put it on as needed, and it measures 100 different things, not just one. How much do you think that's going to go up? And the fact you can put it on babies and stuff where we don't have to stick a needle in a baby's arm to draw blood. How much do you think that shit's going to be worth? Way more than $85. I'm saying maybe like $300, $400, $500, that's probably how much this shit's going to go up. Not tomorrow, but I'll tell you what, it just did 100%. Yeah, Dexcom's been around for a minute, and that minute's over right about now. So, IXS crypto, it's on Coinbase wallet, somebody says. All righty then. So those those are your two investments right there. Okay. Now let's no labs. Hoosier Proud says he bought no labs for $3. And guess what? If you would have known about it yesterday night when I gave it to the $10 people, you would have just 100%ed your money. So you would have been able to buy it for $1.50. Now you're buying it for $3 when last night you could have bought it for $1.50. So that's why the membership is, as we get close, this membership, it's cheap when you look at it. You know, it's like what, $10? And you can make thousands and thousands off of just one trade by watching my channel. Pretty amazing for $10. It makes you want to throw Crypto Hulk some cash if you flip it and make a little profit. Go ahead and send good old Uncle Crypto Hulk a little bit of cash in the tax-free donation there, buddy. And then hold on to that no lab stuff. And then when it hits like $300 and you're up like, who knows, maybe put $1,000 into this, you're up $400,000 just by watching Crypto Hulk show. For one trade, one fucking trade only. Oh, shit. I'm going to have JP Morgan calling me here saying, hey, why don't you come work for us? And I'm like, well, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. Okay, next, we'll talk about the NASDAQ, and they're allowing 4 cryptos to come on board. 4 more cryptos to come on board. Okay, where you find information, I told you I'm going to post it. So you go to my channel. This is really complicated, everybody. I want you to just focus. If I say I'm going to post something, you go to my channel and look where it says posts. And you click on it, and holy shit, there's posts. So if I say I'm going to post it, why don't you look where it says posts, and maybe you'll find it. Just thought I'd put that out there too. All right. NASDAQ adds XRP, SOL, ADA, and XLM to the crypto index. So XRP, Solana, Cardano, and Stellar is going to the NASDAQ, everybody, for ETFs. Now, previous to this, of course, we'd have the Bitcoin and Ethereum, okay, that nobody fucking wants that shit, all right? It always starts with Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then it goes everything after that. So let's go with this. NASDAQ filed a proposed rule change with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. NASDAQ is broadening the benchmark for digital assets by adding prominent altcoins, XRP, Solana, Stellar, and Cardano. The proposal is made to allow the NASDAQ crypto index to shift from its existing benchmark. The ETF would instead use a broader benchmark called the NASDAQ crypto index. Oh, so right now they're using something called the NASDAQ Crypto US Settlement Price Index. They're going to shift and use these ETFs, and it's going to be called, they're working on it. It's a proposal, so it's not in full effect right yet. It's called the NASDAQ Crypto Index. So they're trying to change the stock market, you guys. Not a big deal, right? NASDAQ recently refreshed the NCIUS. So that's the old system. It had Bitcoin and Ethereum in it, okay? They're going to refresh this by adding 4 new coins. However, due to existing SEC laws, the Hashdex ETF at present only holds Bitcoin and Ethereum. This introduces a tracking error risk since the ETF tracks an index of 6 assets, but only invests in only 2. Hashdex uses a sampling mechanism to reduce this mismatch, although complete alignment with the index is not guaranteed. Now, this is interesting. The NCI currently includes 9 cryptos. They're Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Cardano, Stellar, and then Chainlink, Litecoin, and Uniswap. All very, very interesting. Now, if the SEC gives its approval, that's an if, the ETF will be permitted to invest in all of these coins. And you know what that's going to do? It's going to start causing the price of all those cryptos I just read off to go up. This is massive right here. The SEC will make a final determination by November 2nd, 2025. So, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, Stellar, XRP, Chainlink. Why did they not include? I'm sorry, XRP. But that's weird. So down here, they don't list XRP in it in the 9. I'm telling you what, they purposely don't want us to get rich, man. They leave shit out. Like, I'm reading the article right here. They list these cryptos. XRP. Okay. So there you have it. Those 9 cryptos are going to be on the NASDAQ whenever that gets approved. So at the latest, it's November 2nd. So I say probably after the first of the year. Very interesting. And we are at pretty much 58 minutes. We're out of time. The party's over. Can someone help me, please? Is the breaking crypto? Yes. That was it. Go ahead and rewatch the video. It's very important to watch the video. Instead of just knowing what the crypto is, watch the video and learn about what it is and who's working with them. Okay? That's what you want to do. Like, do a little bit of research here. Okay. I think that'll be it. My name is Crypto Hulk, and that is the end. You have an awesome stock that I talked to you about, and a crypto that's very interesting with a lot of deep connections. So good luck with that. I'm not buying either one. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. For those people that say, oh, well, he's just talking about it because he invested in it. No, I didn't. And then those same people like, oh, he doesn't believe in it. That's why he doesn't invest. So no matter what I do, It doesn't matter to some people, and that's okay because they're always right and we're always wrong, right? Okay. But they sure aren't helping you make big money, are they? No, they're not. All right, I'll see you in my next broadcast, probably today at around 5 to 5:30 p.m. Pacific, somewhere in there.